My name is Jenna Pallant, and I'm a style-crazed full-time creative living in sunny San Diego. In 2016, my husband and I purchased our forever home, and now, in between balancing my upholstery business, our 4 dogs, and just life in general, I'm going to renovate our home room by room, project by project myself, with some fun help from a few of my friends along the way. And I'm going to share it all with you right here on YouTube. So, are you ready to see a room bloom?
Hey, color lovers and fellow ORCers. Welcome to another special project episode of Room Bloom on YouTube. Last week on Room Bloom, I shared the first pops of color in our formal living room space with the reveal of Ruben Rojas's Fireplace Love Mural. And wowzers, y'all, you color lovers sure didn't disappoint with all your rainbow-tastic support. I honestly figured it was going to be one of those design projects that was polarizing, where people either loved it or hated it. And to my wonderful surprise, y'all loved it. I mean, there was some negativity, but you can't please all the trolls. Now that the fireplace mural is complete, it's time to move on to the next project in my one-room challenge space, which you probably figure is the reupholstering of that 1970s circular sofa. But since I'm still waiting on the delivery of that particular project's fabric, I had to move on to something else. And that project was a coffee table. When I first started designing this one-room challenge space, my original idea for a coffee table was to find a clear yet enclosed one that I could fill to the brim with multiples of the same object. But after 2 solid months of searching, I wasn't finding anything that met my design requirements. So I had to give my idea room to evolve a little bit. And that's when I ran across this light bulb of a coffee table. Not a literal light bulb, a brilliant idea kind of a light bulb. You see, ever since I attended my first social dance as a teenager, I have been obsessed with disco balls. Maybe it's because they're fun, or maybe, just maybe, it's because it's a shiny object and I have ADHD. Either way, I'm obsessed. Remember my disco ball Christmas tree last year? Yep. My disco ball love runs deep, y'all. So imagine my delight when I realized that I didn't necessarily need a clear enclosed coffee table to make my disco ball idea happen. Instead, I could take this particular coffee table with its 3-ball base structure and turn each one of those said balls into disco balls instead. But before I hit that order button, I had to make sure it was the right kind of coffee table for the space. So I mocked up its measurements and design using cardboard backing and multiple coffee table books, just to make sure visually it was what I wanted both in size and shape. And as it turns out, it was. Thus, I ordered it, and man oh man, it was delivered so gosh darn fast. I was also pleasantly surprised by how well made and sturdy its parts were, which is an added bonus when you're somewhat ordering blindly online. I also found these very affordable self-adhesive mirror tile sheets online as well. Google for the wins. To get started on my revised disco ball idea, I first used a sharp blade to cut each one of the sheets into single row strips to help make the tiles more manageable for the application process. After those were all cut and prepped, it was time to start the task of applying each mirror tile by hand, one by one, slowly wrapping around the entire circumference of each ball. It's these sorts of projects where I really thrive with my ADHD. Where most people would think, man, this sucks and is so tedious. Instead, it actually quiets my brain and really helps me zone in and focus. I guess just give me creativity, good music, and a caffeinated beverage, and I'm the sort of designer you want for your tedious AF project. What's also great about these sorts of projects is you can literally work on them pretty much anywhere, just like I did. Hanging by the pool, watching TV, even first thing in the morning while I sip on my iced coffee and eat oatmeal. Then, once all the mirror tiles have been applied, all I had left was to assemble the coffee table per its instructions, which was pretty straightforward, enlisting that handsome hubby of mine to help with its flipping over upon completion. And there you have it, color lovers. That's how I used a Wayfair coffee table to create disco balls for our living room space. See, I told you it was gonna be groovy, baby. Tune back here next week as I finally start the transformation of that 1970s circular sofa. I'm literally gonna take you through it step by step. So stay tuned for multiple videos on that one. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. I'm getting so gosh darn close to breaking that first 1,000 subscriptions. Woohoo!